So yeah, Chris, Lucario, and Link are going to they're going to look around this coastal merchant town. As the trio walked into the town through an arc, Link seemed to be upset while Chris and Lucario looked around to the various people walking around the town. "That boat, who does he think he is?" Link asked, irritated. "It comes out of nowhere, telling me that I have to save the whole Great Sea while saving Aril." Chris chuckled nervously. I guess you have some sort of important destiny, don't you think?" "Pfft! What kind of destiny is that?" Link asked, annoyed. "I mean, it looks as if everything has to happen the day of my birthday." He looked at the two. "You guys know that Aril got kidnapped the day of my birthday, right?" "No. Yes," Chris said and thought. But I'm afraid I don't know what to do instead of going to the fortress and save her." Link looked a bit defeated. "This is way too much for me to handle anyway," he said. "I just want to rescue Aril, not rescue the whole sea. That should be a responsibility for someone older and wiser than me." Ah, it rhymes.
"Well, the King of Red Lions did say that you're the only one who can do it,"
Lucario said. "But still, everything happened so suddenly," Link said. "It looks very fishy to me." "Ha, lol, see."
"What can you do?"
Lucario asked. Link sighed. "I wonder if it is because of these clothes," he said while looking at the green clothes. "Even I'm wearing this ridiculous green hat." The two looked at the hat. "Oh, I think it looks good on you," Chris said. I'm sorry for saying lol, by the way. I didn't mean it entirely seriously. "Oh, I think it looks good on you," Chris said. "Who are you, my grandma?" Link asked, annoyed, before he looked to his right and found a jar hidden between some butchers. Butchers. I think it means bushes, but, can't be too sure. "Okay, I'm short of money. I guess I should go break that jar." Lucario and Chris stopped walking and watched as Link went over to the bushes and kicked hard the jar, enough to break it apart, revealing a purple rupee. That looked a bit..." Chris trailed off. Need it out of temptation?" Lucario asked. "All right, a purple rupee," Link said, pleased, as he stuffed the rupee inside his pocket. "This should make it up for Tetra plundering my wallet," he said before he began his way to the center of the town, Lucario and Chris exchanging odd glances before following him. The trio eventually reached the central building of the island. They all looked up to see the still windmill, but Link was focused on the door's sign that read, "Sinking Ships Game." "Hey, there's a game inside this place," Link said. "Let's check it out."
Link, didn't the King of Red Lions say..."
Lucario trailed off. "He's not my dad, so he loses." "He's not my dad, come on. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? He's not my dad, so he loses. Okay. Oh boy. This is our channel of Chris harboring some Oedipal tendencies. Link said, annoyed, before he opened the door and went inside. Chris sighed at Lucario. "It's a bit hard to talk with him, don't you think?" Lucario nodded.
"I guess he's very upset that he lost his chance to save Aril. He wants to let his stress ease."
If you say so. I mean, this Link is fairly reminiscent of the Link from the CDI games, in the sense that he's really, really fucking annoying. I hope this is not a trend common to all the Links, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be like 3 of them by the end of it. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait until he's fine, then.
"Well, he is the leader of the group for the time being."
Chris frowned at this before the two went inside, not noticing the fact that there were 4 children spying on them from some bushes located to the right of the entrance to the building. Sinking Ships Game. Splish. Damn it. Splish. For the love of Din. Splish. There. Splish. Why is it... Okay, we get the fucking picture. Well, how about here? Kaboom. Yeah. You ran out of bombs, kid. Salvatore. Okay. No, I gotta do... Okay. You ran out of bombs, kid. Salvatore, the owner... I'm so sorry. Salvatore, the owner of the place, said, bored on the small podium. "Aw!" Link groaned loudly. It had been around 3 hours after the group last entered the establishment, thanks to the 50 rupee that Link had found. He decided to use it on the Sinking Ships game. However, it turned out that Link had this addiction to playing games as much as he wanted, and that proved to be to be much of a hassle for Lucario and Chris, who were forced to watch the Hylian playing and playing and playing the game repeatedly and again from a bench close to the door. "Link, stop it!" Chris yelled, annoyed. "This is like your 90th try in the whole day." I remember when I played Zelda, I don't think I ever played any of the, games once, you know. I don't know, I always saw, they were in these buildings, but, I don't really remember all that well, but I'm pretty sure I didn't actually ever use any of them. I don't know. I never played this game. I only played one or two. This is like your 90th try in the whole day. Link turned to him and crossed his arms. "So what? I want to keep playing, thank you." Lucario grunted at this.
"We're sick of seeing you constantly spending all the money you gained, that you later spend it to play even more."
Even more? What the hell was that sentence?
"Besides, your wallet isn't that big enough to hold more rupees."
"That's right, kid." Salvatore. Fucking Salvatore. Salvatore commented out of boredom. Link looked angrily at Salvatore. "You shut up," he demanded before turning to the duo. "I'll play and play until I can't play more." Chris groaned. "For the gods, please, Link." He pointed at two small blue charts and a spinning piece of heart close to their feet. "You already got the stuff here." Lucario stared at the piece of heart.
"I can hardly believe that these hearts actually exist here."
Link grunted. "Sorry, but I still have spare money with me." He looked at his pocket. "Yeah, I have it somewhere." Chris stared at the side at this sign of poverty. "Finally, you ran out of money." "Oh well." Salvatore said before he put on a cutout of cheering people where he poked out his face out to represent a little girl. What? He put out a cutout of cheering people where he poked his face out to represent a little girl. You meet some fucking characters in this story.
"You saved us from these squids, mister,"
he said in a high-pitched tone.
"We're so grateful, mister. Yoo-hoo! You saved us from those malevolent squids. Hooray! Yay!"
Link looked pissed at this before he threw his arms up. Whatever. I ran out of money," he said before he went over to the two and grabbed the spoils from the floor. "Let's go find that sale for the Queen of Blue Kitties." Oh man, that's funny. Look at how he said the guy's name, but he didn't say it properly because he's too cool. So, you know, he's got to fucking alter it. Oh, that's funny.
"I believe it was King of Red Lions,"
Lucario said. I'm glad they took the time to correct it. "Whatever, you get what I mean," Link said, annoyed, before he grabbed the doorknob, opened the door, walked outside, and slammed the door. All those